Now we'll derive the expression for time of descent. Time of descent can be defined as time taken by a body, time taken by a freely falling body, time taken by a freely falling body to reach the ground from maximum height. This is how you can define the time of descent. Time of descent can be defined as time taken by a freely falling body to reach the ground from maximum height. Here we have a body falling from certain height and is coming to the ground. When it is falling, freely falling, its initial velocity is 0 and final velocity is going to be v. In this case, a is going to be plus g. Therefore, using v is equal to u plus gt, v is equal to 0 plus gtd. D stands for time of descent. Time of descent is represented by td. Therefore, td is equal to v by g. Here, v is equal to plus or minus u, that is same as that of velocity, same as that of initial velocity when it is thrown up, from same point. Therefore, td will also become u by g. So, time of ascent is equal to time of descent. Time of ascent is equal to time of descent. This is how we can derive the expression for time of descent. So, the definition wise, time of descent can be defined as the time taken by a freely falling body to reach the ground from a maximum height. So, here let us suppose the body is starting from certain point. So, when it is freely falling, its initial velocity is 0 and final velocity is v at the time of touching the ground. Since it is falling under the influence of gravity towards the ground, a is taken as plus g. So, using this equation, v is equal to u plus at, substitute the values. So, td comes out to be v by g. V is nothing but the velocity with which it touches the ground. In our previous discussion, we have seen that whenever a body is thrown upwards with a velocity u, with the same velocity it is striking the ground on return path. That's the reason v can be replaced by u here. Therefore, time of descent comes out to be same as that of time of ascent. So, while going up, we call it as time of ascent. While coming down, we call it as time of descent. So, time of ascent must be equal to time of descent. So, this is how you can derive the expressions for time of ascent and time of descent.